Hey Focus Area family, it's no secret that we are living in crazy times right now. You have some people saying that there's gonna be World War III. You got other people saying that the world is going to end this year. And then you got Jeff Bezos just chilling on top of his rocket ship headed to space while the rest of us are down here worrying about our jobs. In an interview with CNBC, Jeff Bezos was asked how he handles stress, and his answer surprised everyone. In a recent interview, Jeff Bezos opened up about the importance of ignoring others' opinions and focusing on your own goals. In a recent speech in Washington, D.C., Jeff Bezos talked about the importance of not worrying about the future. He wouldn't let himself get bogged down by worries about money, other people's opinions, or the future. Instead, he would focus on what he could control and let the rest take care of itself. It's not always easy to do, but it's definitely worth it. Now, before you go, don't forget to subscribe. It's free, and you'll get to see more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. He said, "We invented a thing called Day One, which is basically the idea that we should approach every day as if it is the first day of our business. You're learning and you're trying new things. You're taking a lot of risks. On day one, you work really hard, and you don't worry too much about what might happen in the future. Despite what you may have heard, no one can predict the future. You just focus on doing great work today. If you do that over and over again, eventually you'll get to where you want to go." I couldn't agree with Bezos more. I mean, seriously, who has the ability to predict what's going to happen in the future? No one. Fortune tellers and psychics are just making stuff up and hoping that it comes true. Even financial advisors, who have access to way more data than the average person, still get things wrong all the time. Plus, we have a limited amount of time and energy, and if we spend too much of it worrying about the future, then we won't have enough left over to enjoy the present moment. According to Bezos, the key to success is to focus on what we can control, not what we can't. He recommends that we set short-term goals for ourselves and then obsess over achieving those goals. By setting short-term goals, we give ourselves something to aim for, and by obsessing over those goals, we ensure that we put in the necessary work to achieve them. If we follow this approach, Bezos says that eventually we'll get to where we want to be. So the next time you find yourself stressing over the future, take a deep breath and remember Jeff Bezos' words. Focus on what you can control and let the future take care of itself. It makes us feel like we're doing something. He said, "I think the right way to think about it is if you're 20 years old, you have a lot of time. And if you're 80 years old and you have regrets, it is easy to see that they come from the things you did and do rather than from the things you did." We're always looking for what to complain about. If we shift our perspective, we can turn complaining into opportunity, because complaining is a form of self-preservation. Complaining makes us feel better. Bezos is basically telling us that we shouldn't let other people dictate how we live our lives. Complaining makes us feel like we've done something today, and therefore we're worthy. We can't change the past, but we can change our attitude towards the past. We can choose to focus on the positive instead of the negative, and when we do that, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. That's some wise stuff right there. Who cares what the haters say? We should focus on our own goals and aspirations and not worry about what others think. Of course, this is easier said than done. It can be difficult to tune out the noise and focus on what really matters. Easy for him to say. He's a billionaire. But it's important to remember that we're all individuals with unique gifts and talents. We need to embrace those things and let them shine. Otherwise, we're wasting our potential. So the next time you find yourself stressing over what others think, take a deep breath and remember Jeff Bezos' words. Focus on your goals and let your talents shine. He said, "I don't think about it. I think you should not think about money when you are stressed. That's sort of a waste of mental energy. Now, I know what you're thinking, but the truth is that money is one of the top sources of stress for most people in America. So it's not surprising that Bezos would say this. In fact, it will probably make things worse. Instead, try to focus on solutions. After all, who wants to think about money when they're already stressed out? But there's actually more to Bezos' advice than meets the eye. When we're stressed, our minds tend to race from one problem to the next without giving us a chance to catch our breath. This can make it feel like we're drowning in a sea of problems, but we can't solve anything if we're not focused. By taking a few deep breaths and reminding ourselves that we can handle whatever comes our way, we can calm our minds and start working towards solutions. Of course, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't ever worry about money. If you're behind on your bills or struggling to pay for necessities, then yeah, you should definitely be concerned. But worrying won't help you. And remember that you're not alone. Make a budget, cut back on unnecessary expenses, and look for ways to earn extra income. These are the things that will make a real difference. Remember, you're not alone in this. There are resources available to help you through tough times. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. That's what friends and family are for. So the next time you find yourself worrying about money, take a step back and remind yourself that you can handle this. Focus on solutions, not problems. Now, if you're anything like me, your mind is constantly racing with thoughts. You're trying to find the best stocks to invest in, wondering what you should eat for dinner, and whether or not your significant other still loves you. But what if I told you that there were actually only 3 things that you should really be worried about in life? Well, in today's video, I want to share with you the 3 things that Jeff Bezos says that we should all be stressed about. And hopefully by the end of this video, you will realize that most of the things that you are stressing about really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Let's get started. Number 1. Jeff Bezos says that we shouldn't be stressing over money. Number 2. Jeff Bezos says that we shouldn't be stressing over what other people think. Number 3. Jeff Bezos says that we shouldn't be stressing over the future. In conclusion, if you're feeling stressed out, remember to take a deep breath and think about what Jeff Bezos would do. If you found this video helpful, if it sparked something in you, or if you really like this video, then please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people who are ready to take control of their personal growth journey. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Focus Area and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future deep dives into leveling up your life. We've got so much more coming your way. Thank you.